Hello guys, I'm back with another deadline stream. I hope that we'll have some good time talking about the fixtures and everything, and I believe that this stream is going to be awesome. Thank you for everyone that is joining today. I hope that we have a good chat with regarding of some transfers that I made. I already used my wildcard. We will take a look into that, why I did that. And yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. Let's start and focus on the current situation that I'm in. I've made a transfer. As you already probably guess, Chilwell is out, and I brought in Shar. I think most of the game is going for Botman, but I don't like to play like the most of the game. I've seen that Botman had a lot of transfers this week. Let's see. To be sure, yeah, price changes. Tonight, Alvarez is going to be price changed, but who price changed today? Let me check. It was Robertson and Gusto. I do not care about them. Martinelli dropped in price, so when he returns, he's going to be a good option. Diaz is down a notch, that is good, so I can bring him most probably after the fixtures turn for the better for them. So Wanke dropped, Willock, I don't care about them. Barkley is down, Garancho is down. With so many players out of the Manchester United squad, Garancho most probably will play, even though he's very, very bad. Osula dropped, too bad for the 4.5 players keeping him. Minks, he can go down to a very good price when he returns 4.2. He's going to be a good Villa asset when he returns from injury. Fabianski is near the price of Areola right now. Lascelles is dropping. It's okay. And Baldock dropped. So for players that are owning Osula and Baldock for their placeholders, those drops are not very good. But yeah, this year there isn't a high rush of need of good, how to say it, good budget, because there are a lot less players that are likely to be popular and needed than previous years. During the week, yeah, Botman has risen. Ulysses Chilwell dropped, but I sold him for 5.6, so I made only a 0.1 drop, if it's even considered drop. I believe he would go down to that price soon, being 5.6, so I didn't lose anything basically. Diogo Carlos is dropping. Egan from Sheffield, not very interesting. Alvarez has risen. Ward Prowse is an interesting player because I like him a lot, and at some point I'm going to get him because he's getting the points steadily. And basically every time. Onana dropped, I didn't know that. Dog, I don't care about. Here, nothing too special. Edward has risen once again. Dine, Watkins has dropped. Jackson has dropped. Thank God I sold him. And brought in Alvarez on my wild card. And yeah, though Mbumo has risen. That's also good. Yeah, let's go and see how my team is looking right now. So in game week 4, I had a pretty rough squad to say. I owned 2 United players. I owned Foden, who is basically a supporter for Haaland and Alvarez. I owned Jackson, and the only good and I owned Pickford. The only better things right now in that team is the defense that I had, because yeah, Henry is injured, but it's injured since last week. Saliba is a very good shout out here in defense, and Kabore. The things that I made are I brought in Flecken for Pickford. I believe that is the best option right now to own for a Brentford goalkeeper to be owned. I replaced Henry, who I considered very highly. Thank God I did, because he got injured. But now I got Flecken. In defense, I brought in Udogi, Giles, and Tegan Riley. So Giles, I expect him to start. If you guess what my transfer is, I absolutely don't know. So FPL MFZ, if you can show us your squad. Just write it in the comment and let's see how many transfers you have and what can we do to improve your team if you want to use the transfer or not. Just say what money do you have and what is your team, and let's consider some possible transfers for you. But as I was saying, Giles, I expect him to start, and it would have been good to start or at least play. So Estupinian didn't play, and I didn't have an option to go into the bench from the bench. Egan Raleigh is just a placeholder. I didn't think that I would go down to my fifth defender in the week after my wild card, but Chilwell was on the bench. Udogi didn't return, Estupinian was not played at all, Giles did not play at all. So yeah, it was a shamble in defense, but I managed to set up a nice midfield of Salah. Thank God I got Salah because he is the only player in midfield that returned good points. Mbumo, Saka returned some points. Sterling, another disappointment from him, a stupid yellow card, an almost goal from him. He is going after game week 8, but for now I'm keeping him here. I don't see a reason to transfer him out right now. And Madison, it's a good addition. I prefer him a lot more than Foden. And up front, Alvarez and Haaland, I believe those are a very, very good striking partnership duo, and I don't think that I will be transferring any of them out soon. Maybe I'll need to see how they're going to set up in game week 7, but I already have Archer on the bench and he can cover for Alvarez whenever Alvarez is benched, because Archer is having West Ham in game week 7, Fulham in 8, so okay, fixtures. I don't see Alvarez being benched in games against Arsenal or Brighton on Manchester United. Brishap, what's my rank? It's 1.6 million or something like that. I'm not completely sure. Yeah, 1.6 million. It's a pretty bad rank right now. I'm not very happy with my start, but it's only going to go up from now on, because I believe my squad is pretty well set out. And for me, the team right now for this week looks like that. Flecken in goal against Everton. I believe Turner is not touching grass against City in my side. Schär, the transfers that I made, I believe that, as already explained, Botman had already been transferred in by so many guys, and Schär has not returned yet, but I think he has a good opportunity to score goals from headers or for stuff like that, and I believe that he is a very, very good option to go from Newcastle. Maybe he's rested at some weeks, but I cannot guess when he's going to be rested. I need a Newcastle player here, and I didn't want to opt for Pope. I went for Schär. I think it's good now. So Vrishap, you were 6 million, now you are 1.6. So yeah, that's the rise that I want to see in my site as well. A very strong rise. I believe that is going to be a pretty solid rise sooner rather than later for me. Osman is asking Chilwell to Botman and Watkins to Alvarez for free, or keep Watkins. So let's see what's the fixture looking like for Aston Villa. I don't have an Aston Villa here. Player, let's go to the fixture difficulty rating. So Villa has Chelsea and Brighton to the toughest fixture, but after that it's a green mile, so I may keep Watkins because Alvarez may be rested against Wolves, and you have a game against Brighton. I know it's hard, but Aston Villa tend to score a lot of goals, so Watkins is a good shout out to be kept. But really, I prefer Alvarez. That's why I went for him in my wild card. So Chilwell to Botman, I believe it's a very good transfer because Chilwell is not almost never nailed right now, and Alvarez is a pretty strong pick. So yeah, it's a 50-50, however you feel like, but I approve of those transfers. I believe that they're going to be great. For everyone that's new around here, subscribe to the channel. All of your help is much appreciated. Sorry that I wasn't here last week and I didn't upload any videos, but I was really ill and I couldn't speak at all, so recording videos was not possible. Right now I'm showing my team with this stream, so you haven't missed my team selection so much because here it is. And last week I already showed you my team, but yeah, let's continue with the side. In defense, Shar against Sheffield, Udojo Kabore. I will start. I have Giles. I'll start Kabore this week. I believe Arsenal will. Maybe Udogi has a chance to assist from those left back positions. But yeah, I am opting for my Wotan defender. That's why I got him to replace Udogi for that game week. And even if he's not playing or Kabore isn't playing, Udogi will be your first on the bench. So it doesn't matter right now. But I will start Kabore, however. Highly unlikely that sounds. I will start Kabore this week if I were you. But yeah, Shar, Giles, I hope he starts. Last game he had 0 minutes, which was surprising because before that he was a pretty solid choice here. I expect an assist or a goal from him soon enough, and I have him for his double up against Everton and Burnley. I believe that Wootton are going to get some points from those games, and let's hope Giles is part of that, but after that he is a goner for sure. I will be using my transfer to sell him. He is just a 2 to 3 week punt. I was hoping that he was going to play last week, but he didn't. And yeah, you cannot own them all. Estupiñán against Bournemouth, I know that he may be rested, but with Milner out and with Gross out, I don't see a lot of options for them in defense. So Amti played 2 games in a row, Veltman has been benched, so I see Estupiñán starting and maybe be rested in the Carabao Cup fixture. But yeah, I'm not going without Estupiñán this game week. In midfield, Salah, he's the vice captain right now. And Mbumo against Everton, a pretty strong fixture for Mbumo as well. I hope he scores a goal here. So he is almost 30% owned. So yeah, over 30%, sorry. So yeah, I'm expecting him to return soon enough. Saka against Spurs, I cannot go without Saka in any of the games. I believe that Saka is pretty good, and that London derby is a good opportunity for him to shine once again. Sterling against Villa, another chance for Sterling, but if he is not performing up to par or if he is a rotation risk, he is a goner sooner rather than later. And Maddison against Arsenal, I'm not benching Maddison. No chance, because if they score a goal, I believe Maddison will be involved. And up front is the Manchester City partnership of Alvarez and Haaland. And as I was explaining, even though those fixtures, Arsenal, Brighton, and Manchester United are difficult for City, I don't see them going without Alvarez at all. Here is a international break after game week 8. As you can see, 14 days between fixtures. So I believe that it's going to be a good option to keep a spare transfer for me. A lot of players will be wildcarding here because they want to wildcard that's at that point, but yeah, I am not going. I had plans to bring in Morris for the fixtures, but I cannot sell Alvarez right now. I believe he is very, very solid and very, very good. From team of the season, I own 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the players, 6 if you count to Doggy. Neto is the goalkeeper right now with the highest points. That is pretty strange because he had games against Liverpool, Spurs, and Chelsea, and he kept a clean sheet here. He saved the penalty here, even though he conceded 3 goals. He got the bonus here. Nothing from no wins this season. He is the top goalkeeper, so pretty good. Gusto is very highly ranked, but because of that, Wootton, Howe, Bowen is pretty good. But 2 points here, I believe that Ward Prowse is a better shout out to own because they're good from set pieces, and sooner rather than later, as I was saying, Sterling is a gunner and Ward Prowse is a very obvious replacement there. Abdullah is saying, should I start Chilwell or Cowell? I'll start Cowell. Also, should I start Foden or João Pedro? I'll start Foden because João Pedro may be benched. I don't know what happened. Let's see here. I will check Brighton. So Brighton. Paul Fabian. What happened? Brighton, Paul Fabian. Sorry for that. Some threat is here, maybe from SofaScore. I don't know. But yeah, they played against Ajax in the lineups. Welbeck was here, so he maybe soon played. Oh, Wamti didn't start, but he got substituted for Milner, and Veltman didn't. So yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting to see, but yeah, I will not benching Estupiñán for sure. And I believe that he's going to start. And Joao Pedro is a risk right now because they have Fati, March, Adingra. I will be starting Foden. I believe that he's 100% starting. And even if he's not most probably not going to play at all if he's not starting. So Joao Pedro will come in for you. Don't worry about that. But yeah, as I was saying here, we were discussing the prices. Let's see the fixtures. Next, let's say 3 weeks, because more than that is not relevant right now. Let's sort them by difficulty. Overall, Luton is at the top because they have 4 fixtures and they have pretty okay fixtures. The next 3 games are pretty okay for them. Burnley, Fulham, I don't know how they are so highly when Sheffield, Burnley, and Newcastle are here. I don't like this season ticker, by the way. I will have to maybe adapt something else. Should you go for Pedro to Morris next week? I would. For sure, I would. If I had spare money and a spare transfer, I would go for Morris, but I'm not changing Alvarez to Morris. No way. Because City are having a game against Wolves, and after that, it's Arsenal, and I don't see Alvarez being benched there. But yeah, I will be going for Morris if I had Pedro still. At the bottom of these ranks are Spurs and Arsenal, and I own 2 attackers from them. But I am not too worried about this because Bournemouth is an okay fixture. After that is Luton, and they tend to score a lot of goals in every game. Everton and Nottingham Forest for Brentford, I believe a lot of points are coming from those games there for me. I have Archer here if someone is, by the way, I have Archer if someone is benched like Alvarez. Udogi is here to cover for any of my defenders because he's starting for sure. And Tegan Riley, I do not care about him. Right now in my league, let's see how it's going. We have uh, a new top player. It's Brachetkta. I'm third in your mini link. Can you look at my team and identify any weakness? Oh, yeah, Abdullah, right on time. I will see your team. But yeah, Brachetkta is top right now. Good Brachetkta, you are a regular viewer. You are top 10k, so that's amazing. Abdullah, as you mentioned, you are third. Let's see, you are top 25k, so you're having a pretty good start. You used 1 transfer here, 1 transfer here, 1 here. So you have only 1 free transfer this week. Maybe you keep them, but let's see. Cowell, Saliba, and Estupiñán to start for sure. A pretty good start here. Foden and Bumo, Rashford, Saka, Son, pretty solid. And Haaland and Alvarez. You already own Alvarez as well. So yeah, I will be not making any changes if I were you this week. Maybe, yeah, no need to change anything. Maybe replace Henry at some point, but not this week for sure. Keep the transfer. You have 4 solid defenders. Let's say Chio is a little bit. Oh, you did Henry to Botman. Oh, it's perfect. You don't need anything else. You have Botman, Cowell, and Estupiñán this week starting. Saliba first option on the bench. I believe it's good. Foden and Mbumo, Rashford, Saka, Son. So you were disappointed because Mbumo, Pedro scored. I get that, but I believe Foden against Forest is going to be a good option. Better option, I have to say. I don't think you have any weaknesses here. I believe that you are looking pretty well. No need to outcard soon. Maybe take care of Pickford at some point, but it's not a must. But yeah, great work here. Third place and it's pretty deserved. Let's see. The the second team, it's GW6, another Bulgarian fellow. He is top 15k, which is amazing. He has an okay start of the season. Sobos-wise, an interesting pick here. But yeah, pretty solid draft. Salah, Haaland, Alvarez, and Mbumo is here. Saka is here. I don't see any issues with that side as well. Maybe a Baldock replacement to have to come up at some time. But yeah, he nailed Leno since the start. Pretty well looking. And I am 44th, sorry. Yeah, but it's pretty easy to reach higher places from here now. So yeah, I believe that I will be going up sooner. And with this side, let's hope at least 6 returns from my side are coming. If I have 6 returns, I will be happy. Maybe a Haaland and Alvarez return will be good. Maybe a Salah return to cover up. Yeah, I'm looking for several returns from my side. If I have more than 6, it will do wonders to my rank. But right now, I'm too focused on steadily gain some rank because, as you can see, here I'm on a green arrow, but it isn't a big green arrow. You can make a comeback very quickly. Let's hope, Abdullah. I like that you are still supporting me, even though I'm far behind you. But yeah, I think I can go up pretty quickly. In game week 1, I started at 1.4, which was okayish. Then I went to 1.8, which wasn't good. And then it was a good turnaround to go into the top. Shouldn't you go to Botman from that wooden defender? Let's finish this and I'll explain what I did there. But yeah, I activated my wild card in game week 5. And I have to say that I wasn't pretty delighted with my return here. But if I kept my previous team, let's look at it. So Pickford would have gotten 3 points. So yeah, okay, 3 points. Chilwell is still 0. Saliba is going to be, how much was going to be? He was going to be 6, so that's an improvement. And Estupinian is still 0, but 1 point from Kabore. So I would have gotten a better defense, but here Foden got 2 points. Sterling to Saka did the same. Here is a 1, so 1 less. And here 2, 8 less. And here Jackson got 1 point and it's 8 less. So yeah, I would have gotten even worse rank and it would have been terrible. But yeah, 1.6. I hope to enter the 1 million this game week and focus on grinding into the top 1 million steadily and maybe go to a top 500k sooner. But yeah, Mitoma Foden to Mbumo Doku. It's asking Prithvi. I wouldn't believe that Doku is going to be so nailed. I believe that Mitoma Foden, you can bring in Mbumo for sure, but don't go for Doku. I think it's a waste of a transfer, in my opinion. Prithvi. Yeah, Abdua, the things that I was going to say. Giles is here because he is having a double fixture in next week, and I believe that he is the best left back for Wootton, and that's why he's here. I hope that he's going to get some minutes because he didn't get any last week, and that was disappointing. I believe that against Fulham he would have gotten a better input, but yeah, 4.5 defender. I brought in Shar, but I'm tempted to wait to see how the Newcastle defenders are doing, and maybe when I remove Giles, Botman will come. But for now, Abdullah, I'm not going to take a hit to take out Giles. I already wildcarded Abdullah in game week 5. I used my wildcard. You're welcome, Prithvi. I believe that Mbumo is going to be a pretty solid pick. And with penalties, and yeah, so yeah, Mbumo I like, the other not so much. Doku not so nailed to waste transfer. But yeah, Abdullah, as I was saying, I already wildcarded. I brought in Giles, and I think that was maybe a mistake. We have to see if he's starting today. He's having a fixture at 5 p.m. my time, 3 p.m. UK time, so we'll see how he'll do there. Crystal Palace form, I do not own anyone. Manchester City, Everton, I own some players here. Two to be exact, and Brentford two more. So I'll have 5 players today and 6 tomorrow. Burnley United, it's a game where I can lose a lot of points because United may return sooner. But yeah, I don't see myself wasting any time on considering what could have been if I kept at least one United player, because I have Salah now, I have Maddison, and I believe those are better players. One player here, 2 players here, one here, one here, one here, and one here. So yeah, I'm expecting from those games a lot of players to return some points. But yeah, I believe that if Giles starts and if they score a goal, he most probably will be involved. I believe so, and I believe that with 0.2 ownership, he's going to be my differential. If he doesn't play, Udoji will come into the side and do his bits. But for now, I keep faith in Giles. If he is not played at all, I would be worried because that will be 2 weeks in a row. But let's not make any assumptions right now. Even if he is not played, I will just play Udogi after that, or we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Uh, Something else, if you want to ask, feel free. We have more than an hour left to the deadline. I decided to start today earlier and to discuss a lot of things with you. Thank you for everyone watching. If you haven't already subscribed, join the community. I will be uploading a video tomorrow morning for sure, because I will be back on the video track as well as the streams. But yeah, feel free to subscribe and to support the channel. Give a like to the stream. All of your help is much appreciated. But now let's see. By the way, a change that I made in my approach since after game week 4 is to stop using Twitter and viewing other content creators' videos or streams or everything, because I want to play my own game and not be influenced by another player. I will tend to look at ownership of players. Let's see how the ownership is looking. Sort by team selected by all players. You should do some co-op with other creators. I agree, but I need to find a good idea of co-ops. Not only to do a co-op with for the sake of it. I want to first grow on my own and then co-op with someone. I think I need to find an idea. As I already mentioned, I was very sick last 10 days and I couldn't do anything, and I want to get back on track on videos and everything, and then start collabing if I find a good video idea to do so. But yeah, ownership wise, Areola is very highly owned. Unana is still highly owned, but I don't consider him so strong right now. Ederson is racking up in those percentages. It's pretty surprising for me. In the defensive part of the game, Estupinian, Trippier. So Trippier can hurt me, or Botman, but I believe I've got it covered with Shar. Saliba can hurt me a lot still, because I don't know, I don't own any Arsenal defenders right now, but I believe that they are far better options right now. And Chilwell can hurt me this week because I transferred him out, but I don't see him racking up a lot of points in midfield. Mitoma is the guy that can hurt me, and Rashford, because they're very highly owned still. Other than that, I own 1, 2, 3, 4 of the top 6 highly owned players, and up front, the only player that can hurt me is Isaac, maybe Watkins, but I own Alvarez and Haaland. So basically, I'm afraid of Rashford, Mitoma, Chilwell, and Saliba. That's it. Other than that, maybe Ederson and Onana, maybe, but yeah. So Saliba and Chilwell and Mitman Rashford, 4 players, but all over the game I own the other players, so I'm pretty happy, and I have a pretty good differential in Giles that can boost my rank. Flecken is a good differential, 4% owned. Salah is racking up almost 30% ownership, so I'm not a differential player there. Owner, who is my differential? Yes, Sterling is the least owned from my side, so if he returns against Villa, it will be good. In the front, I already own those 2 players, and I'm not afraid to keep doing so. So yeah, the rank gains for me will be coming from defense, most probably, which is which is pretty strange to say, but yeah, Shar and Giles can boost my rank massively. Flecken as well, if for 1 week they return, I'll be pretty happy. Overall, all of the other players can boost my rank because I'm so low ranked right now, but yeah, I can go up. Abdullah, you're saying that I should co up with some other creators. Can you suggest an idea or a creator that should I approach to do something like that with him? It will be fun to see, most probably. But yeah, for now I'm trying to stay up to par with my video schedule because I dropped that during my sick leave, to say, and I want to be back with a bank. Yeah, let's see Fantasy Football Scout if we have something else interesting. Um Cam Wilson is a pretty good shout out this week. Eze is a good option. By the way, I haven't seen a lot of Eze shout outs soon later. Yeah, I haven't seen them. Um I forgot the word, sorry. Yeah, it got out of my head. But yeah, Eze is a good option. Two okay fixtures, and after that, after the Spurs game, Burnley, Everton, Luton, West Ham, I may consider Eze for sure. But yeah, where did he go? Here, 8 points. So not very good, not very good. I have to say, Mbumo is far better at that price point. And yeah, Flecken, Stupinian, Akanji, shout out. I don't know why. Maybe Botman is preferred because of his price, but I prefer Shar because he has way more attacking threat. Let's see if I'm right. Let's compare some players. Season, okay, Botman and Shar, Fabian Shar. All matches. Let's see on average who gets the nod here. And the winner is, oh, it's interesting. It's Botman. But let's see the goal threat. Let's see expected goals. He hasn't any expected goals from shots. So yeah, Botman looks better, but I believe Shar is a solid option. I may made a mistake, but I made so many already. So what's even more mistakes here to pile up? But I believe that Shar is going to return at least the clean sheet points or at least the goal scoring opportunities. Maybe if Trippier starts returning some points and delivering to Shar, it will be good. We'll have to see. We have to see. Yeah. Some more news. Let's early team news. Let's see here some early team news. Some odds. Nothing too interesting. Let's see. So. So they are suggesting a rotation before Spurs. I don't think so. This is bullshit. Um, Ronnie is asking, I wildcard Pope, Botman, Shar. Wow, that's a very strong, a very, very strong defense from Newcastle. Pinnock, okay. Mbumo, Rashford, Madison, James Ward-Prowse, Neto, Alvarez, Haaland. Ronnie, you have a lot of money in the bank, I believe. Ward-Prowse, Neto, those defenders, they're not too expensive. What is your bench? Who you have still to play? You don't have any Arsenal attackers, so you don't believe in them. Can you share your bench, please? I believe you have a lot of money on there because there isn't an expensive player. You don't own Estupinian, you don't own Trippier or Chilwell. In midfield, it's not more than 30 million for you. So yeah, you have something in reserve, I have to say. Maybe you're preparing for Salah transfer. Can you share that, Ronnie? But I believe this wildcard is pretty different from what I was expecting to see. But it's a pretty solid wildcard. Ward-Prowse especially, I need him in my side. I believe that he is going to continue returning points, and he has returned in every single game so far. So yeah, a pretty good return from him already. And if he keeps scoring or assisting, it will be a very good pick at that low of a price, 6.2. It's an easy transfer from Sterling for me. Maybe it will happen for the Sheffield United game, maybe after the Newcastle game, because it's Villa, Everton, Brentford. But yeah, it's a pretty clean run, and I can keep him for up until wherever I like, because for those set pieces, he's a machine, and they have players that can score from set pieces now in defense. But yeah, Ronnie, if you're still here, can you please tell us your bench, because I believe you have a lot of money there in reserve. Neto, I've seen being suggested. What is the fixture run? So City, bench option, Villa. Okay-ish run of fixtures here after game week 10, apart from Spurs and Arsenal. Okay, yeah. I see the Neto shout out. Did he return some points? Yeah, he is 3 returns in a row already, so it would have been good if he did that last season, but yeah, he is doing far better than Sterling, I believe. Yeah, let's see. Midfield. No, it's not far better than Sterling. Yeah, he is not that better than Sterling. Sorry. It's a mistake from me. But yeah, let's see some lineup prediction. Yeah, pretty standard for Arsenal. Let's see. Let's see Aston Villa, Watkins, Zaniolo, McGinn, Diaby. I think Ramsey is coming back to the side. Yes, sooner. Martinez, Konza, Torres, Dine. Where is Lenglet? Yeah, I don't see Lenglet not starting. Bournemouth, I don't care right now. Brentford, Maupai, Wissa and Bumo, maybe. West Ham Z, should I sell Jackson for Alvarez? Yes. If I were you, and I will suggest that transfer any time. Maybe Jackson will return eventually, but oh my god, he's one yellow card away from dropping for a game. And yeah, he's a striker, by the way. So yeah, Alvarez any time of day. Kike, I believe, is going to be on the left, Roy or Swap on the right, me, Pinnock, Jensen, Norgatian out. Yeah, here a strong option. Brighton, Mitoma, Pedro, March, Ferguson. See no one above 8%, by the way. This is interesting. Dunk is maybe injured. Yeah, Burnley. I don't know most of their side. Chelsea, let's see Chelsea. It's predicted to start with Jackson, Gallagher, Chilwell. I don't see Chilwell starting. 60%, yeah. I believe that Mudryk, Madsen, they're far better options than Chilwell right now. Crystal Palace, Everton, Beto Ducouré, Fulham, nothing too spectacular. I want to see Wootton. I hope this Giles suggestion is good. I believe Morris will start for sure. How are those odds calculated? I'm pretty interested to see. Okay. Let's see that website. I don't. It's Holland for the best picks. Let's see. Okay, why? Uh, mm, I believe that Shar is a good option as well. Mohamed Salah has been exceptional. Yeah, I believe. Alvarez, Carlton Morris. Yeah, he's a good option, by the way, if you have the money to go for him. Um, and nothing too interesting here. Maybe some. Let's see this guy. I may not be on Twitter, but I want to see. No turn. Let's see FPL Game Week 6 predicted lineups. Bournemouth Solanke. How is that? It's an AI prediction. Okay, let's see that AI prediction. Trossard, Saka, Odegaard, Rice, Vieira. Pretty solid team. I want to see Wootton. So yeah, I cannot see Wootton. Perfect. The Chelsea lineup. Let's at least see it. Cowell, yeah. I believe this is going to be the lineup. Tusu is asking Jackson to Rasmus and to Nana to any suggestions watching from South Africa. Hello Tuso. It's good to have a viewer from South Africa. Goalkeeper suggestion. Let's see the goalkeepers. Areola is a shout out, by the way, even though they have Liverpool, he's okay. Let's see goalkeepers. Let's go and look at the fixture difficulty rating. So Wootton no, City no, Man United no, Pope. If you have the money, you can go to Pope. He's a good option. Flecken is a good option, by the way. If you want to go for that, if you still have your wild card, Sanchez, maybe an option. Leno, even though the games are coming in hard, but Flecken or Pope are my two favorite right now. If you want to go for someone, but why are you selling Kunana? You have Burnley, Crystal Palace, and Sheffield in the next four, so maybe keep Unana and save the transfer if you have the money for Jackson to Rasmus. Or if you want to get rid of Onana, Pope, or Flecken for me. Um, no, nothing interesting. Let's refresh. Maybe something else appeared. Oh, let's see Fantasy Football Scout. The suggested teams. I want to see Wootton. So Giles is most probably bench. Yeah, Maribel I don't think is going to start. He's going to be back to left back. Yeah, so I believe Jaws is going to be back this week. Let's hope, at least for my sake. NFO Sheffield. Hey, if not, Doggy is coming into the play. Let's see what differentials they are suggesting. It's interesting. I haven't read this. Wout Højlund, okay, but I believe that he's going to be benched here. My opinion. Aranhiki, yes, I agree. Good Brentford option. Doku. Also, it's normal here. Just I've had to training with the team. Doku is quick, confident dribbler. Yeah, he can cause. Yeah, Montiel struggled here. Something else. Scout best players. Let's see who are there suggesting. Some suggesting Flecken. Let's read them. Obviously, stand fiction of what? Yeah, catching in popularity for sure. Haven't started their game. Or there is always for some rotation. Yeah, maybe this will be true. Yeah, I believe he will return as well. Yeah, he's not tweaking as much. Maybe the burn will be benched for Hull. Much cash is a good option. I know much cash is a good option. Yeah, Mohamed Salah. Why I didn't start with Salah? Why I started with Bruno and Rashford? It was such a mistake from my side. If I started with Salah, I would have been even better. I would have, yeah. I won't. If he's in Liverpool after next season, I won't be. Uh, I won't be shouting out and going in without Salah. Mm, I believe Flecken will keep a clean sheet here and there for sure. They considered the penalty if he had saved it pretty good, but he didn't. So yeah, uh, we are almost into the 30-minute mark of the deadline. If you have any questions, ask them. Thank you for tuning in once again. It's a privilege to speak to many of you guys. It's a pretty good way to spend a Saturday early evening, so early lunchtime. So yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm falling behind at some point, but last season, and the Let's Talk FPL was around 1.4 million during before the World Cup break, so I'm not pretty worried, and he finished ahead of me. So it's not so important to have a pretty good rank right now rather than have it later. It would have been better if I had a good rank such as Brachetkta or Abdullah, but it is what it is. I will start grinding, and let's hope we have a good turnaround of the events sooner. It's possible, everything is possible, and if I make right decisions and if I look at the right players, I believe everything is going to be okay. In my defense, if Shar doesn't return or if he's benched, I'll be pretty pissed, but it's the decision that I had to do. He wasn't benched last season, he had 36 starts, which is okay. 300, let's see, separated by 38, so he played overall of 84 minutes every week, so he is a staple. He has a goal, he has an assist, 139 points compared to Botman last season, 129 points. So yeah, and compared to Burn, 129. So Burn, Shar, and Botman were all the same. I believe Shar will be even better from now on because he has the least points from Trippier or Botman, so he tends to return more and more. But yeah, I believe that this site is looking good. If you have any questions, don't afraid to ask them. I'm answering every message in my comments and in my chat. If you are expecting a video, expect it soon. Next week, tomorrow morning, I will be delivering a video. I know there are a lot of fixtures coming up tomorrow and a lot can change, but I will suggest several players there, so stay tuned to see that video as well. My differential picks so far have been pretty good, by the way. I suggested Alvarez before he was popular. I was suggesting players like most probably Flecken. Archer is doing good, so yeah, stay tuned for that video. Tomorrow is the day that it's going to be uploaded. Something else to discuss. I don't think there is anything more to discuss. I may end up the stream earlier today because I'm already set. There aren't a lot of questions coming in. So if you have any, I'll be staying up until 1 p.m. UK time here. But after that, I'll be most probably ending the stream because it's not such a exciting week transfer wise for myself. I have a pretty solid team. The captain options are there. Maybe Mbumu should be a vice captain, but Haaland the captain and Salah vice, I think it's pretty okay. I believe Salah is tend to score a goal sooner. He scored one here, but missed a penalty and scored one here. If he had scored that penalty, it would have been even a higher score. And I'm pretty annoyed that I didn't own him. Yeah, 5, 5, 5, 8, 10, 5 games, 5 returns. Here, even 6 returns. So he's doing well. Haaland has blanked in 1 week here. Other than that, 1, 2, 3, 1, 5, 6, 8 returns so far, which is amazing. Ours, by the way, it's on 7 returns, so he's doing really well, and I believe a lot of goals will be scored by him. Let's see, do we have yeah, he's 17.4 owned, 34% owned around my rank, or what was that? No, it's 117% around my rank, so he is soon to be coming into a higher percentages, but still he is making a lot of things for my side. Yeah, that's top 10k near you. Yeah, near me. The differentials, Chilwell is not going to be so influential for me. Saliba is a killer here, but yeah, Saka is very highly owned around my rank. Salah is already owned. Madison, but yeah, almost every player is going to return very big points from me because I'm further down. So yeah, effective ownership, yeah, near me. Flecken is going to return. Giles is going to return big points. Estupinian Shar is most probably, because he is 3% owned. I believe he is a very good option here. After that, Mbumu is 30% still. Sterling is 19%. He is less than 50. So yeah, pretty good start. Here I had only one goal but 5 assists, which is okayish. But yeah, only one goal here, not too good. 3 bonus and 4 yellow cards. That's a lot of yellow cards. Fleck and Chilwell, Sterling. So I lost 4 points from yellow cards, and in Flecken's situation that would have been influential because he gives me 60,000 places with each point, 34,000, and it would have been around 200k above if I didn't receive those yellow cards. So yeah, that's a big 50 and 60, 110, and yeah, around 200k places. And if I had one more point from anyone, it would have been even better, but it is what it is. Why is that those points so less from him? Alvarez is returning the same point for me as Flecken, which is strange. I don't know why. It's interesting. But yeah, Saka is the player that I'm least excited to see what he's going to do. So Saliba, effective ownership of around 30%. Yeah, 30%, which is way higher than Udogi. So Chilwell and Saliba will hurt me this week for sure. Someone else higher. Trippier 16%, maybe. Rashford 44. So Rashford, if Rashford scores, I'm going to be hurt a lot, which is not okay. Awoni, how is he doing? I believe he returned for another game. So yeah, he has 5 returns in every game, basically. Pretty good, 30 points. But he is no near the top. Oh no, he is near the top. Okay, so yeah. Fergus Edward is doing good, by the way. 3 goals in the last 2 games. So 32 points. He's a great shout out to be owned as well. But yeah, looking at that, Saliba, Mitoma and Rashford are going to hurt me the most probably. Interesting. But yeah, I am not so afraid, guys, of this week. I believe I have a good team. I hope you have a good weekend as well. Let's hope for a green arrow this week. Let's hope for at least 6 returns. Let's hope Giles starts. But for now, guys, I will be going away from the stream because I don't have a lot to talk about and I don't want to waste your time if you don't have any questions. Thank you for joining into the stream. For everyone that did, expect tomorrow another video coming your way. It is going to be a pretty interesting one. I hope to see you soon with more streams, and I hope that if you have any questions, now is the last time to ask it. I will be sitting here for a minute more to see if anyone is going to ask anything, or if you want to say something about your site or my squad. You can see it right now. The bench is Archer, Udoji, and Tegan Riley. I hope that the bench players are not going to come in and are not going to be needed, but yeah, thank you for the support. Thank you for staying with me for the last hour. Thank you for not abandoning my channel during I was sick. I will be returning with more and more content during the week, but for now, guys, I will be going to take some lunch and to spend the time preparing for the games from 3 p.m. Let's see if Jao starts. If not, Udogi will compensate his absence for sure. And I hope we have a pretty strong and green arrows. I am hoping for at least 6 returns, as I already mentioned. Let's hope the differentials return some points. And I will see you soon with another video. But for now, guys, I'll be heading out. Bye! You have a question. Roku, last minute. Sorry, I'm not leaving. Madison, Saka, Wissa, Diaby, bench 1. Wisa. Easy, Roku. You came in just in the nick of time. So there are some questions. So if you guys have any more, I won't be leaving. I know I said bye to you, but you are asking questions. So yeah, for anyone that wants to support, subscribe, don't forget. But yeah, yeah, I'll be leaving. Bench with Roku. All of the other guys are first of all midfielders, more points from them. They're something of a talisman, while Wisa is not, and I believe that he's the favorite to be benched Roku. If you are not already subscribed, join the channel. You see a lot of better tips coming your way during midweek and during the week. But for now, guys, as I already said a second time, thank you for joining, and I hope to see you soon with another video. Bye!